Good Thursday morning, everybody. Beautiful Thursday morning here in Central Florida. Starting the day off at 55 degrees. It's going to be another absolutely beautiful day. No reason for it not to be. You know, it's never too late to change. It's never too late to make amends. And it's never too late to do right. No matter how old you are, no matter what situation is, you can always make the decision to do the right thing. Sometimes that ain't easy. Lord knows I've had to do it more than I like to. But some of the things I deal with, grown people that can't accept responsibility for themselves or the consequences that they've earned, that continue to blame others and refuse to accept responsibility, you can do better. You know, it doesn't help your case at all, and it doesn't shed your name in the bright lights, I can tell you that. Um, it's the thing that makes you select on the termination paperwork when it asks, would you rehire? And you say no, you know? But you know, if you come across that person's path again later on down the line, there's nothing wrong with a second chance because people change in time if they want to change. And if they've made the change, they deserve an opportunity, right? Second chances. We've all had to have them, so why not grant them? I had a gentleman come to me and say, you know, I've got an issue with them folks over there. What do you think I should say to them? And I said, well, I think you should dispense as much grace as you've received. There were some things that happened when I grew up that were pretty hard to deal with. Even today, I struggle with some of it, and it doesn't make sense at all. But I remember almost all those folks and everything that happened. But I can honestly sit here today and say I hold no grudge against them. You know, yeah, a lot of them they're not alive anymore, but the only thing you're doing by holding a grudge and harboring hate is tearing apart yourself from the inside out. So if you can get to the point where you can get over that, you've gone a lot further than a lot of people. You know, I know times change and things are different, but I think it's why I can't handle crimes against children. I think this is why I can't work law enforcement or corrections. I just can't handle crimes against children. I think the people that perpetrate those hideous things should just be put in the ground, and I don't have any love for them at all. You know, I don't handle those situations well at all. So, just saying. But it's never too late for change. You know, my oldest son is 30, and he was talking about he wants to come back to the United States and start over again. And you know what? There's no shame in that game. If you realize you need to start over, you realize you need to change, that means you're doing some internal thinking and looking at yourself and looking in the mirror, right? It means that you're evaluating your life and where you're at, physically and spiritually and mentally, right? And if you see the need for change, make it. And if you don't have a few people that can help you out, you need to find some. And if someone comes to you, Do everything you can to help them, because it ain't an easy thing to do. To say, hey, I messed up, things aren't right, this is what the problem is, and I need to help moving forward. And everybody does at some point in their life. So think about it, would you? Y'all have a great day. Always do your best to be your best. And when you fail, as we all do, I fail more than I like to admit, pick yourself up, learn from that failure, and move on. So I can tell you right now, I'm not the man I was just 10 years ago. Definitely not the man I was 20 years ago. Completely different person than I was 30 years ago. And I like to think the improvements and everything was for the better. You can judge that if you like.